having the median of group data. So this will be our formula for the median of group data. So we have here the symbol for the median over here. This one is the lower boundary of the median class. N is the total frequency. Let's just go through the formula anyway as we go on with the steps sa pag-solve sa median of group data. You will know, that's CF, that's F. Okay? So we have here the CF, the cumulative frequency of the class interval that precedes the median class. F, the frequency of the median class. Then you have I here, the class size. Now let's begin with our first example. This will be the given. You are given a frequency distribution table that shows the scores of students in the math test. Sir, how do you unsay pasabot anang table, sir? Ngaing ana na ay class interval, na ay frequency. Now take note, this is a frequency distribution table of the scores of students in a math quiz. So these are the scores. Tulo ka students nga naay scored 11 to 15. 6 students have a score of 16 to 20. 6 students have a score of 21 to 25. 3 students have a score of 26 to 30. 2 students have a score of 31 to 35. 4 students have a score of 36 to 40. 3 students have a score of 41 to 45. 3 students have a score of 46 to 50. And we will be looking for the median here. So this will be the given. These are the steps. Step number 1. Add one column to the left of the frequency distribution table for the class boundaries. So I'm gonna add a column there, and I'm gonna name the column class boundaries. Okay? Now, add another column to the right of the frequency distribution table. You name that frequency or cumulative frequency in symbols, that is CF. So, step number 1, add a column for class boundaries. Step number 2, add a column for CF. But in my second example, I will not be adding a column for class boundary because I will be teaching you the simpler way. Okay? Nga wala tay i-add nga class boundary column, but instead, we will go directly to the CF column. That's for my second example. Okay? Now, step number 2. Fill in the class boundary. Now, the class boundary is coming from the class interval. By the way, the first numbers here, these numbers over here, these are what you call the lower limit. Okay? So, take note of that. The numbers here, the second numbers over here, this one, these are what you call the upper limits. So, to get the class boundary, start with the lower limit. The lower limit, you subtract 0.5 on that. So, what is 11 minus 0.5? You will get 10.5. Now, to get the upper boundary, you focus on the upper limit, kining 15. What is 15 plus 0.5? So, meaning, to get the upper boundary, you add 0.5. To get the lower boundary, subtract 0.5. Okay? So, what is 11 minus 0.5? Section Garnet, what is 11 minus 0.5? 10.5. What is 15 minus what is 15 plus 0.5? Oh, there you go. That is now the class boundary, the first class boundary. Now, let's go to the second one. What is 16 minus 0.5? 15.5. What is 20 plus 0.5?
20.
There you go. So 15.5 to 20.5. What is the third class boundary? 21 minus 0.5.
20.
20.5. 25 plus 0.5. 25.5. There you go. What about this one? 26 minus 0.5.
25.5.
25.5. What about 30 plus 0.5?
30.
There you go. So on with the other class intervals. So kinesiya, minusan og 0.5, kinesiya, plusan og 0.5. So that is how you get the class boundaries. Is step number 2 clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed to step number 3. Step number 3 is simply fill in the cumulative frequency, the CF. How do you do that? Start with the topmost frequency. Unsa may pinakababaw nga frequency, ana? Oh, you're right, 3 there. Sunod, kining inyuhang CF nga 3, what is 3 plus 6?
9.
Oh, you write it there. That's 9. 9 plus 6. 15. There you go. What is 15 plus 3? 18. 18 plus 2? 20. 20 plus 4? 24. 24 plus 7. Or rather 3. Sorry. 24 plus 3. 27. 27 plus 3. 30. Now, the last number here will also tell you the value of your n. Okay? So, take note, that is how you get the CF. Is there any question about finding the CF?
None.
Okay, let's proceed to step number 4. Step number 4 is determine the median class. So, this will be the formula over here. Now, what is the value of n ganiha? 30. So, the value of n is 30. So, using the formula n over 2, you'll have 30 divided by 2, you'll get 15. Now, kining 15, you locate that in the CF column. Look at here. Focus on the CF column. I will be locating 15 over here. Sir, how do you do that? It's so simple. Kining 3, this means 1 to 3. Kining 9, unsa may next number ni 3? 4. So, 4 to 9. This is 10 to 15. This is 16 to 18. This is 19 to 20. This is 21 to 24. So, now, my question. Asa man si number 15 makitaan? 10 to 15. O pila may CF nako din ha? 15. So, I will be focusing aning 15. This is the 15th entry is here because 10 to 15 man na siya. Or, this is one way of looking for this. What is the first CF there that is equal to or greater ni 15? 15, sir. It's over here. Now, what if, when you solve this, you got a number 7? What is the first number in your CF column that is greater than or equal to 7? Is it 3, 9, 15, 18, 20, or 24?
9.
9. Okay, so I will be having the 9 for my CF. what if I'm gonna be having pag-divide na ko ani, the result is the number 17. What will be the CF here?
18.
18. So again, look in the CF column. The first number here that is greater than or equal to 17, that is 18. So this will be my reference. So take note, if this is the 15th entry, go to your class interval. This is now the median class. So take note, our median class is found over here. Okay? Now, step number 5. Now, you have noticed I have emphasized this one. Okay? Look at this part here. That is the median class. Okay? That is the median class. Now, let's identify the different parts. L. This is your L. This one over here. That's the lower boundary. Now, where is your CF? Sir, ang CF kay 15. O ayaw na gamita si 15. Ang CF before ni 15, how much?
9.
9. O maunang CF akong gamiton. Motong pasabot ganiha. The CF of the median class that precedes the CF. Okay? So take note, ang CF nga gipasabot na ko ani sa atong formula, ang CF before sa median class. In this case, it's the number 9. Okay na sa CF. Next, CF. What is the frequency of the median class? Pilay frequency sa median class. Kini akong gi-encirculan. Pilay frequency? 6. O, maunay ato ang F. 30 is your N. You know that already. I is equal to 5. This is now my question. Why is I equal to 5? Why is I equal to 5?
Okay, 5 siya before maabot sa median. 5 ka buo class interval before siya makuha sa 21 to 25.
Yes, again, what's your explanation?
More siya mo ang class interval sa 46, 50, 41, 45, 36, 40, 31, 35, 26, 30.
So meaning, what numbers are found in 46 to 50? 47, 48, 49, 50. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 numbers from 46 to 50. Kini siya, 11 to 15, there are 5 numbers. 16 to 20, there are 5 numbers. That's what you call the class size. Or, one way of getting that is so simple. What is 46 minus 41? 5. What is 16 minus 11? 5. What is 35 minus 30? 5. That's how you get the class size. Okay? Now, so we have identified all the parts of our formula now. Let's go to the formula. What is the value of L? The value of L is, look at the table. What's the value of L? 20.5. So, okay na ni. What's the value of N? 30. Okay na ng 30. What is the value of CF? CF. 9. There you go. That is si CF. That is si CF. 9. Okay na ni siya. What about the value of F? 6. There you go. 6. And the value of I? 5. So, okay na ni tanan ato ang formula, i-substitute ra na siya. So, ang unahon na to og solve ang division. So, what is 30 divided by 2? What is 30 divided by 2?
15.
15. There you go. Now, what is 15 minus 9? 6. 6 divided by 6?
1.
1. 1 times 5?
5.
5. 5 plus 20.5?
25.5.
There you go. This is now the median. 25.5. So, the median of the given group data is 25.5. Now, to further explain this one, let's have our second example. This will be our second example. Start with the CF. This is now my way of solving this without having the class boundary. So, I'm going to start with the CF. So, start here with 3. What should be written under 3?
9.
3 plus 6 is 9. Next,
13.
9 plus 5 is 14. Correct. Next.
20.
Okay, 14 plus 6 is 20. Next.
28.
20 plus 8, that's 28. Next.
30.
28 plus 2, that's 30. So take note. What is our n?
30.
It's 30. So let's make use of, let's identify now the median class. Okay? Identify the median class using n over 2. So our n over 2 is here. So I am now identifying the median class. N is 30. It's over here. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. Now, look at the CF. What is the first number in the CF that is greater than or equal to 15? Is it 3, 9, 14, 20, 28, or 30?
30.
Again, my question ha. What is the first number in the CF column that is greater than or equal to 15? The number 20. Diba the number 20 is the first number in the CF column that is greater than 15? Right? Now, so meaning, look at what I'm gonna be highlighting. This is the median class. Okay? So take note, this is the median class. Okay? Now, let's now determine the L. What is the value of L? So, ang L nato, we will base L over here. What is 65? Unsa may buhaton nako to get the lower boundary? Is it plus 0.5 or minus 0.5? Minus 0.5. So, meaning, what is 65 minus 0.5? 64.5. So, that is now the value of L. Okay? Now, we know for a fact already that N is equal to 30. Next, pila man atong CF? Pilay CF babaw sa atong median class before it?
14.
14. There you go. By the way, ang atong N is 30 ha. Ang atong 14 ang CF. Correct. Okay? So, our CF is 14. What about the F?
6.
6. Okay. Thus, the frequency of the median class. What about the I? The class size. O, kana siya, mao na F. Ang class size, i-minus na. How much man ng 75 minus 70?
5.
5. There you go. The I or the class size is 5. So kanang atong gi-identify karon sa atong table, we substitute that in our formula. So our lower boundary is 64.5, correct? Our N is 30, correct? Our CF is 14, correct? Our F is 6, that's correct. Our I is 5, that's also correct. So sakto pag-substitute. Next, you divide 30 by 2. How much is that?
15.
15. What is 15 minus 14?
1.
1. So 1 over 6 times 5. 1 divided by 6 times 5. So ang pag-calculate ani, 1 divided by 6 times 5. How much is that?
630.
Use your calculator. 1 divided by 6 times 5. Or pwede po, 1 times 5 divided by 6. How much is the answer here? 1 times 5 divided by 6. Use your calculator, please.
0.83.
0.83. Now, what is 0.83 plus 64.5?
64.93.
Again, how much? 64.5 plus 0.83. How much is that? I-add na ring duha. How much man i-add? You'll get how much for that? 65.33. Oh, this is our median. Oh, before we proceed to our last example, any questions about example number 2? Section Garnet, are there any questions about example number 2?
Sir.
Okay, let's proceed to our last example. This is now our given. So start with the CF. Start with the number 2. Oh, what should be written below 2? 2 plus 7 is 9, correct? Next is 9 plus 14 is 23. Next, 23 plus 8 is 31. Okay, next.
39.
31 plus 8 is 39. And lastly, 39 plus 1, that's 40. Now, let's determine our median class by using the formula n over 2. So, ang n over 2 na to, ang n is 40. So, 40 divided by 2, that's 20. Now, what is the first number in the CF column that is greater than 20?
23.
23. There you go. So, pangita dig number diri sa CF, first number nga mas dako ni 20, it's the number 23. So, therefore, this is the median class. Okay? Now, we have identified the median class now. What is the value of L?
40.
Asa kuhaon si L? Kuhaon ni 26. What are you gonna do with 26?
Minus 0.5.
Minus 0.5. So, what is 26 minus 0.5?
25.
25.5. So, take note, the letter L there, the letter L, the lower boundary, diri ni kuhaon sa number 26. Next, what is the value of N? 40 Cn. What is the value of CF? Katong CF before sa median class. Before sa median class,
9.
9. Okay. So take note, mao man ni ato ang CF sa median class before ana mao na CF nga kung gamiton sa formula. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed to F. What is the value of F?
14.
14. There you go. That's your F. What about I? What's the value of I? I-minus ning 41 og 36.
5.
How much? It's 5. So, the class size is 5. So, kanang atong gi-identify is substitute everything in the formula. So, the lower boundary, that's 25.5. Correct. Ang N is 40. This is correct. CF, that's 9. Correct. Our F, that's 14. That's correct also. And I, that's 5. So you divide first, you will get 20 for that. What's 20 minus 9?
14.
20 minus 9, it's 11. So what is 11 divided by 14 times 5? Or pwede pod, 11 times 5 divided by 14. How much is the answer in your calculator? Again, how much? It's 3.93, right? Now, what is 3.93 plus 25.5? What is 25.5 plus 3.93? 29.43. So this is the median for this data.